Good morning, people. Today we are on our way down to the Forest of Dean. I'm going to show you the location of the new skills area and also where the left hip is located. I'm just going to chuck my bike on the bike rack and we will get off. I've just got to the Forest of Dean Cycle Centre. We're going to head for a little warm-up at the Freeminers skills section. So what we're going to do is we're currently by the sign at the bottom of the push-up. Instead of going that way, the usual way up the push-up, we're going to go right here, so straight on in front of me, and this will take us to the Freeminers skills area. So let's go. So on our way up here, there you'll see a sign, and you want to turn left here, and this will take you to the skills area. Alright, so when you're on your way up, you'll come up that straight path we were just on. You get to here, there is what looks like a bit of a trail, which goes back to the original path we were on. Don't take that, head up round to the left, keep following this track. Right, we have just got to the top of the new Freeminers skills area. The jump line's already looking bigger than the old skill area jump line. This is my first lap down it, so let's give you guys my first impressions of it. Okay, so it was pretty wet today. Bottom of some of those takeoffs were pretty slidey, but the jumps are definitely a much better size than the other skills area. This time we're going to try out the drops line. The landings are pretty flat on that, but yeah, definitely a better size than the other side. So this time on the way down, we're going to hit the jumps again. This will be my last warm-up lap. I think we'll try a few whips, try and get some tweaks in the air, maybe even a little one-hander on one of them, see how we're feeling. But yeah, this is the last warm-up lap, and then we'll go get into some proper trails. Going for the saddle grab on this lap. Ooh, the takeoff for that jump is so slidey, and then it gets okay for these. Really whip some speed into that saddle grab. Got it, there we go. Nice. As you guys can see, my shift is a bit loose, so I've just popped back to the car to grab my multi-tool so I can give this bolt a quick tighten. We are just pushing up to the top of the cycle centre here. We're walking past the GBU jumps. We're going to give these a quick little lap, see how they're running. There's a few puddles at the bottom of some of the takeoffs, so that might slow us down a bit, but everything else is looking pretty dry, so I think we'll be good. Try and get the whale tail, probably the hardest feature I think on these jumps. So yeah, let's get to it. Dropping into the top half of GBU jumps. First little drop. Oh, always forget that berm's there. Okay, having to crank in between these a little bit. Alright, last one before the whale tail. Got that. Definitely a few puddles. Yeah. Oh, that's horribly kicky. That's disgusting. I brake for that. That is actually vile. After that quite tiring lap of the GBU jumps with a bit of a scary end, we're going to go ride Sheepskull. This is a black tech trail. It's really nothing on it's too bad apart from one section. It's like really rooty with a couple steep chutes after it, so when we get to that point I'm going to show you kind of a few different lines through it. Righty, we are dropping into Sheepskull. First part of this is pretty flat and pedally, to be honest. Oh. Try and keep a bit of speed up over this. This bit is a bit weird. Yeah. Right. Oh, that bit's a bit bumpy. yeah, this bit's really not too much fun, to be honest. Oh. Alright, so that's definitely the worst part done. Now into the second bit. This bit is still flat, but nowhere near as bumpy. Oh. Do have to pedal a bit on this track though, which is a bit annoying for a downhill track to pedal on, but there you go. Oh. Oh, some lovely puddles on this, getting me nice and wet. Oh. Little pre-hop into this little table, never make it. Hop that. Right, we're coming up to that techie bit I was talking about in a second. Couple berms here. Again, more puddles. Love to see it. And now we're into the techie bit. So I'm going to show you different line options here. So this section here is definitely the only challenging thing on Sheepskull, and we're going to start off with probably one of the easier lines first. So coming through here, hugging the inside, and then roll off down here. The next line we're going to ride is probably my favourite, but it does have the steepest and skinniest chute at the end. So let's check this one out. Start off by coming wide here, turn in, tiny little root drop here, pin goalpost of trees, and then steep at the end. The next one we're going to do is probably, I'd say, the easiest out of the four options. This is because the first bit is quite flat, the roots aren't very big, and then the bottom has the most mellow chute. So if you want to do this one, you want to start wide here. Keep going wide. Now you see these two trees here, go in between these two trees. And straight down here, nice and mellow. The next one we're going to do is definitely what you would call the racing line through here. So this is the most direct straight route, and the bit at the end also flows on to the next part of the trail the nicest. So after this we'll carry on down the rest of the trail. Alright, let's get this one. Oh. Fun steep chute here, you can hop the bottom bit. Ooh, a little bit squirrely there. Little double that I missed. Another double. Little drops here, rock garden. Oh, quite bumpy this. Into the world's kickiest little table. Oh my days, always wants to send you over the bars. And a jump with no landing. Superb. Right, as we're over this part of the cycle centre, I thought I'd take you to show you guys where the secret hip is. So to get there, we're going to start from the bottom of the skills area and the pump track. So come down from there, take a left, and then you're on this bit. You're going to want to cycle, turn right at the end here. Be careful on this section, because my mate somehow dislocated his shoulder on this bit. I don't know how, but he tried to hop down here and went over the bars, so just be careful on that. Big ups David though. Gonna get to here. The car park is just over to my left, but instead of heading towards the car park, you're gonna want to turn right and go under the big blue sign that says ride the skills loop. when you're at the top of this section, you're going to want to turn left. There'll be this steep looking hill up to your right. You're going to want to push up here. Be careful because people will be riding down here potentially. So while we're over here, I thought I'd show you some of the other hidden features. So that's the hip and shark fin just there. But if you come down here, there's also this really steep chute. This is probably the best way in, I'd say, is from up here. So right now we are at the bottom of the hip. This was a lot mellower. It got rebuilt, I'd say, a couple months ago now. Probably a bit earlier than that, but it's now a lot steeper. Sends you straight up. Really fun. And that shark fin just got rebuilt and is heavenly. So much fun. But another hidden feature around here that is a lot of fun is a drop over here that I've ridden. So when you get to here, you can have a look at the drop. I'm not sure how it looks on camera, but when you stand at the bottom, it is above head height. It is about 8 foot of drop, we reckon, about 7 to 8 foot. I'm not going to ride it today because my mate fractured his wrist on it. I'll put that footage in, and I will also put the footage in of me doing it. Oh! But yeah, not today. We're going to go ride the hip, the main event. Starting here, you can start from up the top there, gives you a bit more speed, but I normally start from here because pushing up there is just a little bit too much effort really. So you can get enough speed from here anyway, so it works. Alright, let's get it. Oh, I lost all my speed on that. I do not know what happened there. Attempt 2 after that awful running. Here we go. That's better. Hop that. Into the whale tail. And I'm going to cut left instead of hitting the end jump into the steep chute. So I'm pushing up for the last lap of the day. We're going to ride the top jumps and top little section of Twisted Sisters, and then we're going to ride the bottom section with the whole of ski run for the bottom section of the run. And yeah, so that's red jumps at the top and a double black technically, but I'd call it a black tech trail at the bottom. Last trail we're dropping into then, Twisted Sisters to start. Tables get increasingly bigger in size. Running nice today. There is a start ski run, so we'll drop into this. Bit more bumpy this, bit more techie, definitely a lot more routes. Oh, big puddle. Yay. Okay, quite bumpy, tight corner, very flat coming up. And then there's a really steep bit coming up in a second. Got to be careful with your front tyre. Here. Bump, bump, bump. Nice puddles, lovely stuff. Take the high line here. Jump nose. Little hop off there. Into the jumps at the bottom. Got the first one. There's the second, nice little hip. Into the last at the table. And there you have it. That is the bottom of ski run, and that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hope you guys found it useful, so you now know where the secret hip is with some other features around there. You also know how to get to the Freeminers trail, so I do hope it helped you guys out. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good time, and peace.